was influenced by BB King,
Oh,
Vern Gosdin, and Don Chappell's writing. He was married to Tammy Wynette, and I've been blessed to meet all three, and hang out with them and learn and talk to them. And Vern Gosdin recorded me in his studio. He said, "Sing me a little Patsy," and I'm like,
oh, hello to all my Courage, Confidence, and Connections podcast fans. Welcome back. Now, you're going to hear some Southern accents here because, as I've told you before in my podcast, I am from North Carolina, and our lovely guest, Denise Whitley, is coming to us from South Carolina. So, we're just two Southern girls going to have a good time and talk all about what she's up to. Welcome, Denise.
"Thank you, Janice. I hope you're doing well.
I am. I'm trying to stay cool just like you are.
You look gorgeous, and we're just two sweating Southern girls."
That's right. Well, we
What
should
they
be
say,
used to
you should
it.
have to hanky.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I need to get my hanky here too. So anyway, so what part of South Carolina are you here? Are you here? Jeez.
I'm in Edgefield, South Carolina. I'm originally from Georgia. It's only 20 minutes over the river.
Oh,
So my husband is a South Carolina, Aiken, South Carolina guy, and I'm Augusta, Georgia girl. So we met in the close center so I could still be to my hometown. So it's pretty cool.
oh, that's fantastic. That's
Yes.
fantastic. You said you grew up in Georgia though,
Oh yeah, I'm a Georgia girl all the way.
right? What was life like in Georgia for you growing up?
Well, I had a single parent.
Mm.
Um, Unfortunately, my parents divorced. I was 5, and
Oh,
it was a hard life, but I had one of the best moms you could have. She was mom and dad, and things happen. My dad's passed and my mom's passed, but
oh,
I got to know my dad when I was older. So life was it was a struggle having 6 kids. She had 6 as a
wow.
single parent. How she did
Wow.
it, I have no clue.
Wow. Well, there were four of us, and they divorced after I left the house, and they're both gone too. And I swear, I don't know how they do it. I just don't. I don't know how my mother did it. I really don't.
Oh no, I don't know how she did it either. I mean, she taught us values, morals,
Mhm.
respect, and everything we needed to know that two parents could teach. The only difference was is seeing the struggle that she would go through the holidays, and
Oh, yeah.
um, I mean, we were so poor we couldn't afford to pee. Okay,
Yeah. Well, I had,
but God's blessed me now. God's blessed me now.
I can tell, and you're in a beautiful surrounding that I know you love dragonflies, and that's a perfect background for this podcast.
Thank
Dragonflies are
you.
amazing. And that,
Oh, I'm in the process of writing a Dragonfly song, so.
oh, very good. Well, audience, she has just spoiled the headliner. She is a artist, a singer, and she is my fourth interview with a recording artist. I am so honored to be getting to meet so many people. And I actually had one to sing on the podcast the other day. She just she just broke out in song. So
That's right.
yeah, it was fun. She actually plays saxophone too, but she didn't do that on the podcast.
Oh goodness, I wished I
Oh,
could play. Ugh,
oh,
I can't play anything. I,
I
I
thought
can't even play cards.
I thought you played piano.
I
No.
know I don't. People do always think I play piano. Now I can kind of play around with it to put down a tune, maybe some, a little bit. But no, I sing and I write. That's it.
Well, that's a lot. Now, going back to when you were younger, were you musically influenced by any particular person, and did you have a musical family?
Well, my dad was a singer songwriter. My parents met when he was out touring. He belonged to Delmar Records,
Oh,
and that's how they met. But it's you hear you hear people say if you have an artist in music, well, go ahead and divorce that one. That's not true. It's just you got the rare ones.
you
And
did.
but yeah, he was a singer songwriter. He was big into like singing like freedom,
Oh,
singing songs about the military. He was an excellent artist, but I didn't know my dad when I was young. I knew that he was a singer, but it wasn't like, oh, I want to be a singer like my dad.
mhm.
I just about 13, I started, the fair had a singing contest and we all practiced for it and everything, and it rained us out.
Oh,
but I can remember it like yesterday. It was a Karen Carpenter song,
oh.
and the true song, Rainy Days. You know the song.
Yeah. And then when
How
you got the
true
rain.
did it come?
Oh, you sang that. You brought the rain with your song.
Yes, I did. So I have to be careful what I sing about.
Yeah, absolutely. Don't sing tornado.
Oh no.
That's a funny song though.
Or heat, anything to do with hot, because it is miserable in the South. The humidity with the storm has brought humidity. I said, I made a joke yesterday on Facebook about, it's so hot you can't hardly talk for sweating.
Yeah.
It's the truth. And my husband said, well, don't talk. So
Well, that's true. I mean, sometimes there's just not enough air conditioning. So,
yeah.
so yeah. Well, that is great, great. And having grown up in North Carolina, there were a lot of different musical influences in my life. I'd started taking piano at 6, took it for 10 years, and then, oh well,
Wow. You
a
have to
boy.
throw it out one day.
Yeah, well,
Because you impress me all the time, Janice.
oh,
I know this is about me, but
it
I
is.
want you to know I am very proud of you. You have come so far in a year. It's like, wow, what is she doing? I'm honored to be with you.
Oh, thank you. Well, we'll just be the Mutual Admiration Society here.
Why not? Why not?
Yeah. Well, we got to keep each other lifted up. I know that's for certain. And
Exactly.
and so I was a preacher's kid, and I heard a lot of church music and all that stuff. Obviously, I don't recall what. Now I grew up when the '70s music very popular, so I love that. But what type of music influenced you? Were you influenced by a certain genre?
Honestly, I was influenced by BB King,
Oh,
Vern Gosdin, and Don Chappell's writing. He was married to Tammy Wynette, and I've been blessed to meet all three, and hang out with them and learn and talk to them. And Vern Gosdin recorded me in his studio. He said, "Sing me a little Patsy," and I'm like,
oh, I
yeah. So
love Patsy.
he actually recorded me in his studio singing it, and I did one take, and he was like, "Oh my gosh, I'm blown away." He said, "You should be out there." But life hands you things, and you just have to. But I've been so blessed to meet those three people, and they're all gone now. But it's they're big. Okay, we some big, and I don't look at people as big, like money big. I look at them as, gosh, could you teach me? And I hung out with BB King and his son Ronnie for 3 days, and oh
Oh.
my gosh, dream come true. I just loved BB King. And Vern Gosdin, I just looked up to him because he was one heck of a writer. And of course, Don Chappell being married to Tammy Wynette, and he
Mhm.
pulled out her driver's license and let me hold it when they were married. And I'm like, whoa. So it's just, you don't look, I tell people all the time, they say, you're a superstar. No, I'm a singer. I sing and write, and I have a passion and I have a drive. It's not about money, it's not about fame. It's about sharing that song.
Absolutely. And that's the way I look at what I do. It's about getting people's stories out there with the podcast. And then my
Yes.
writing is, out there too. I
Yes, I
absolutely.
see it.
Oh, I know. You're so kind. Thank you. And I mean, I get called a rock star all the time. Of course, I'm not singing, but, and I appreciate people's, opinion. But
Right.
one thing that I have decided is it's more important about what I think of myself. And not to depend on what other people think of me. And I know you're in that same line of thinking too.
I
Um,
just I just bail it out, Janice, and
yeah.
either you like it or you don't, but you're gonna be impressed because I and my producer wrote a Christian song which will be on the second CD, and it's a rock Christian song.
Oh, congratulations. That is fantastic. Oh
You will
boy.
like it. Yes.
Yeah, that is great. Just to kind of get ahead of the curve, we got plenty of time. But
Yes.
at the end of the broadcast audience, you've got to check out her music. She'll have all the links. So we need to support our artist and the up and comers. Now she may not be on the same level as Reba McEntire or some of those guys, but she'll get there. She'll get there. And sometimes that's not all it's cracked up to be anyway, is it?
Right. Well, I am going to try to go to UK next year in September.
Oh, excellent.
That's kind of like one of my dreams come true, is to go sing in UK, because I have a really big fan base there, lots of friends, and so that's what my plans are for September of next year.
That is fantastic. And I'm going to
Yes.
connect you with some of the other artists that I've interviewed,
Great.
that kind of thing, because I believe this community is so important. I, not everybody has a dramatic backstory. Your story about your mom and your siblings and all of that is very heartwarming, because bless your mother's heart, that's amazing story about
Yes.
her, that she hung in there and took good care of you guys. And then you got
Hmm.
singing, you started singing. So the first one at 13 didn't work out since you got rained out. What happened
I
next?
got rained out. So,
What?
well, I have three daughters, and they're all grown now, and one granddaughter. But when I had my first daughter, I don't know if it was a hormonal thing. Honestly, I don't. Just like I just woke up one day and said, I want to start singing. And I would pull out the cassettes and the paper, because I'm that old.
I
And
get,
I would just start practicing in between taking care of baby, because I was at home. And so I starting to learn how to change my voice around, and I roll my voice like my dad did. Really, I do. But I just was learning little things I could do with my voice. And so I would practice every chance I got. And if you added it up, probably was 8 hours a day, because, babies sleep. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
So I started then. And then I just kept on, kept on. Then I had that bug, that disease that runs in your blood that you don't know you have.
Oh,
So then I started singing live on Yahoo. Believe it or not, Yahoo.
wow.
Yeah. And then I met a lady, and she had a radio station. Back then it was called Spotlight Radio. Her name was Stormy Knight, was her name for the radio. And she connected me to learning the backgrounds of music through the radio. Okay. So, so I started learning how to record my own music. And I'm like, oh, I could. And so I just got out there and started singing, and then I started writing. But I had people, we work online, me and other people work online, like they might play a guitar, this one might play a keyboard. So we started blending things through the internet. And then I'm like, wow, we can really do this. I mean, I ain't got to travel to Michigan. I can do this. And then it's the more you do it, the more you enjoy it. And then you start meeting people, and they're like, oh, come sing on Yahoo tonight. And I'd sing 2 hours sometimes, and started building a fan base there.
Mm-hmm.
And to make a long story short, I sung for about 3 or 4 years through Yahoo, learned radios, and just did all kind of things. I'd do some, like I would do a little commercial and voiceover, and I just learned a lot of things. But then, unfortunately, my mom got cancer, and so I had to take a good 8 year break. My sister got cancer, and my mom,
Yeah.
my,
Wow.
my mom passed, my sister got cancer. So the journey, when I write a lot, I think about my family, and I write, or I think about things that's happened in my life. And
Mm-hmm.
so if you look me up, that's what it all comes down. She's a writer that is real life. It rips at your heart. You can hear it in her voice. This is what AI says. So, but it's real true stories. So I took that break, and then I started back singing, just here and there, karaoke, go do a contest and do this, do that. And then the blood was there, but then I lost my brother to COVID.
Oh no. Wow.
And so I'm not going to tell you a lie. It, he was like one of my best friends, like my sisters are, just one of my best friends. And I was like,
Yeah.
Lord, just tell me what I'm supposed to do. Cause I got really depressed about it. Normally you would. My sister, she beat cancer. My mom beat cancer, but something else took her out. So, and
Man.
then my brother got COVID right time it come out. No lie, it just
Oh.
wiped him out, because he was in a wheelchair and he had a lot of health problems.
Oh.
So he was one of the first to get it, and it took him out. And so I got real depressed, and I'm like, because you're on that downtime with COVID, you're stuck at home. I
Yes.
mean, you can't go out there and mingle. You can't go do nothing. So I'm like, well, what am I going to do with my time? So I got real depressed for about I want to say 3 months. I just didn't want to have anything to do with anybody. Basically, I didn't have my granddaughter, of course, then, but my children knew, and that I was getting really depressed. And I said, I really prayed about it, and I'm not going to tell you a lie. God shook me out of that bed, and He said, "Get up. You're
Oh,
fixing. You're fixing to write." And you're fixing to sing. And if not one person listens, it don't matter. You sing for you. This is going to bring you up. And that's what happened.
that that's amazing. Because when I write for me. It took me a while to realize that, but mine are stories too. And the best stories in music come from the heart and soul of what we've been through. And isn't that true for a lot of artists, a lot of writers?
Yes, it is. I mean, I have a lot of heartache, but I bring that heartache and try to make it happy. But you hear it in my voice. Most people say, your voice, I can hear every emotion you have. So I'm like, okay, well, maybe I need to change this up because I don't want to sound sad. you
Yeah.
So then, but God's been so good to me.
Yeah.
I'm celebrating 7 years of having a heart attack. Yes, I'm
That
62
too?
years old. Yes,
Oh
I
my
had a
God.
heart attack. I had to get 2 stents, but you see me post maybe about my dog saved my life. She don't lick you in the face, and she jumped up, licked me in the face. I said, I'm having a heart attack. Told my husband. He said, what? So we
Oh,
got to go to the hospital. And I didn't get scared or anything. I just prayed my way through it. And, you know,
wow.
honestly, I have been through a lot, but it
Yeah.
makes me who I am. I'm so thankful for each day, Janice. And I try to tell people, be thankful for every day because you don't know when it's going to be the last I love you. So,
Yep. And live every day like it is your last, and then
right.
enjoy every moment, every
Yeah.
second, every
That's
person.
like when you see me throw hearts to everybody, I truly mean that. I love and appreciate everybody that supports me, that encourage me, that's there for me. And, you just got to live that life because life's too short.
You bet it is way too short, and I can say that because I lost my mom 3 years ago. Then my brother had an accident, and died in a fatal accident in his home, and
Wow.
so that was the next year. And then my favorite cousin died the following year, last year, and then my cat died at the end of last year. So my
It
last,
seems like I remember all that, and it's so sad because you just have to pull yourself back up. And it's like, how? Well, it's called prayer. You know,
yeah,
I
yeah,
don't try to push anybody religion on anybody, but I'll tell you, prayers work. It's amazing. And I know what you went through. You know what I'm saying? I feel you because I
yeah.
mean, I just lost my sister May 17th, one of
Oh,
the
this,
twins.
oh,
Yes.
oh,
Yes.
wow.
That's what I wrote. The song on A Cloud of Tears was the song, my very first song I wrote, and I brought it back to life. And I'm dedicating it to the twins because, I couldn't imagine losing a sibling's hard, but how you can't even imagine losing a twin.
I know. I can't imagine either. Now, a lot of people thought my older brother and I were twins. We weren't quite, what do you call it? Irish twins. We weren't, but we were close to being that. A lot of people thought
Mm-hmm.
we were twins, but he was 16 months older. But we grew up really super close, and
Janice, we're going to have a talk because
yeah.
my sister, we're 13 months apart. And we grew up as twins because she started school a year behind because she had to have surgery. And everybody say, here comes the twins. And it's just funny. We have twins in Texas. That's our sisters. And, and we grew up like twins. So it's really, we all look alike, you
Yeah.
know.
Yeah,
And
it's
then I have an older sister that her name's Deborah, and she just guided us and
oh,
taught us. And mom said, but you're the last girl. So you're not going to do that. So
it's
yeah.
great. That's great. Yeah. It's just amazing how we can turn our pain into something that can help somebody else
Definitely.
get through a painful moment. And
Yes.
that's why you're on here to tell your story, because sometimes people think when you get to be well known, you're all glitz and glamour and your life is perfect. Let me tell you, you never stop having speed bumps and potholes. I even wrote about that.
Yes, you don't because I've met people and they said you are exactly the same person I've known growing up. You have not changed a bit except for
Yeah,
just getting older,
exactly. Exactly.
gaining a few lines, but I'm gonna sing to the last breath, Janice.
Yep.
I'm gonna sing to the last breath.
Yep. Good. Well, you definitely should. And sharing your gift just is wonderful.
Thank
Wonderful.
you.
Yep. And I'm excited for you in a potential UK tour, so to speak.
Yes, it'll be like 2 weeks there, but that
That is
that
great.
I don't want to get to missing home and my grandbaby too much,
I
But
know.
but
I
two
know.
weeks you could do a lot and meet a lot of people and just like I
Yeah.
said, it's about the passion, it's about the drive, and it's in you, and you can't shake it loose.
Right. Now, do you go places currently here in the US to sing? Are you out not on a tour, but are you going out and about locally or other places to sing?
I'm in the process of getting a band together. I've been
Oh,
advertising, and it's the hardest thing I've ever seen. It's not as easy as it used to be back in the day. Everybody wanted to play.
oh, yeah.
It's so I'm in the process of that. But if just say by chance I don't get the band together, I have a band in UK I can sing with, and that's they're already together, so they could do my music in UK, so that's covered. But as far as here locally, backing tracks, I mean, I'm coming out, I'm spending a lot of time. I just completed, I've got two vocals to lay down, and I have completed my second CD already.
Oh,
Yeah,
good.
fast. It was
Excellent.
fast.
Yeah, in
Yes.
one of my conversations with a member of a band, the founder of the band, I found out I got an education because I had no idea what goes into having a tour and
Right.
how much there is and how hard and they talked about how hard it is to find trustworthy, talented band members.
It is. And I belong to a couple of band sites, where people local, and there's a lot of artists, there's a lot of bands, people that play guitar, play this, play that, play that. But you got to mesh with age, you got to mesh with your kind of music. It's just more than just, hey, do you play drums? So you got to I don't give up, never. I'm hard headed.
Me
At
too.
least my husband says I am. I'm very hard headed. I don't give up. I'm like, okay, it's just a hurdle. It's no big deal. Let's walk around it and start over.
Absolutely. That's the way we have to be. And looking at
I know
little
you are. I know you are. I see it. I ain't
well,
giving up.
yeah. Yep, I just and I don't even matter of fact, the name of the show be Encourage Confidence and Connections. I always like to ask my guests where, and I've heard a lot about your courage and confidence just through this discussion, but do you have a specific story that where you came through another situation that required courage, but you might not have realized you were being courageous at the time?
I would say probably my heart attack.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, honestly, it's an eye opener. It's like, you're not gonna be here. Get what you got to get done. Make yourself happy. Don't let age stop you. It's just a number.
It's just
I feel youthful. I feel blessed, and my courage is because after having the heart attack, you get a lot of anxiety, and you scared. I'm gonna have
yeah.
another heart attack.
Mhm.
So God's been good. I haven't had any issues, and I'm just gonna keep on going.
Mhm.
And that's where I got my courage from, honestly. And it's an eye opener.
Oh, absolutely. And through that, your confidence gets built. And
Yes.
and from there, we make the connections because when we're feeling more confident, we do when people come to us that I had something happen this morning that I'm going, wow, that happened. And it's all good. It's all good.
Yeah.
So it's
It does. You're correct. Excuse me. You are correct, Jenna. It even a minute little thing can change the way you think about everything. I don't dwell on only because we're here to talking about my life and your life. Um, I don't dwell on, oh, I had a heart attack. You didn't even know. So there you go. I don't let that stop me. I always look at it as there's a reason things happen. And I truly believe that. And I know where I'm going when it is my time, but I'm going to live to be 99, is what my daughters say. So
Yeah, I haven't picked a number, but it wasn't long ago when I had my last birthday, and I tell my fans, you'll never know unless you know me well. But I on my last birthday, it was a number that I went, how did I get here? How? And I've written two blogs about age, and the very subject is age is just a number. What's age got to do with it? Not love, Tina. What's age? But so yeah, that is we put too much emphasis on that. And it's like somebody told me, who was it? A painter that started painting mother, or what's her? Anyway, very famous lady painter. She started painting in her 60s or 70s. And we hold ourselves back because I'm not going to go sit in a rocking chair on the porch and go, my life is over. I'll just be here until I die. No, I don't live that way.
Right. Well, um, changing it up to World of Change is a good example.
Yeah.
It was the song that got Tez to really listen to me and say, hey, I think this girl can do something. It's a gorgeous song and it's my first single release.
Oh,
And yes, and it's on Controlled Progress. And you can just look up Controlled Progress album and you can hear the album version. And it was my first. And it's what got me started getting noticed more and singing lives. I don't sing as many lives. I try to still, do what I can do. But when you're doing music, you're writing, you're mixing, you're helping your producer get stuff over. He's in UK, I'm here. It's a lot of back and forth, back and forth. But he's excellent. I mean, he understands me. He knows what I want. Anybody looking for a producer that works with you and understands you, anybody looking to sign with a producer, look up Tez. I mean, he is excellent, and he's in the UK, but he still works through America, and
yeah.
we have a bunch of things that's going to happen, but I'll let him tell all that story.
Yeah, well, I'd like, I'll talk to him and he can probably get some more musical guests on the show.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah, so I'm kind of getting a trend going here.
Yeah, why not?
That I absolutely I've interviewed a lot of authors. I've been interviewed a lot, and I I love connecting people and being connected with people.
Exactly.
Yeah, I
Yes.
mean, yeah. So you and I met through another source, which is fine. I met Taz, and I look forward to talking to
And
him
it's
again.
a blessing because I wouldn't know you if the person wouldn't introduced us. And I watch your post, I listen to you, and I just love what you do. And it inspires me in other ways too. So you just to know that it does. And if you're sitting back going, oh, does the stuff inspire? No. But World of Change, going back to that, was about
Okay.
the pandemic.
Oh, wow.
And I put all my thoughts into that song of what the pandemic did, but I couldn't call it COVID. So I called it made a world of change. It come in and it changed everything. So
Good.
people need to really listen to that song and listen to the lyrics. It's a great song, but the lyrics are amazing.
Excellent. Well, we're going to point people in that direction without
Thank you.
question. Absolutely. We want that to soar to help you go even further with your,
Thank you so much.
yeah, because your story matters and your music matters. And
Exactly.
we want people to know the story behind the music. Um,
Yeah.
I'm finally, I got reprimanded by one of my guests when
Oh no.
oh no, no, it was a good reprimand because I have a pretty serious story with what I've been through. And
Oh
she
goodness.
goes, tell your story. I'm like, what?
Yes.
So since then, I'm not being shy about it. It's about domestic violence. And I was just, okay, I'm telling my story. So things
Yeah, I'm
change.
gonna have to listen. I'm gonna have to listen to that one. I missed that one. So I'm gonna go
Yep.
listen. It is out
I
there on your page, right?
Oh, not my story. I'm gonna have somebody interview me that will,
Oh,
but I do talk about it a lot in several interviews.
well,
So,
please keep me posted because
okay,
I try to watch, but
thank you.
sometimes things get past you on Facebook and you're like, well, I didn't see that.
No kidding. I mean, I hear you. I love all the guests that I interview, and it's just I love having fun with people and having them put them on the stage.
Yeah,
So
like right now we're having a sweating contest. I don't
yes,
know
we
who's winning.
are. Well, it's dry here. I can say that. Don't let anybody kid you though. When it gets to be a certain temperature, hot is hot. So
Yes, don't matter where you're at, it's hot. Unless you're in Alaska and you got snow still on the ground, you can roll around in it.
I know. I'm close to Alaska and Oregon, but
Yeah,
yeah,
that's very close. You can just take a boat right on over. You can get you some good seafood and lobsters and
yeah, they've got some good salmon up in this neck of the woods.
oh yes. I lived in Tacoma years ago.
Oh,
And yeah, I did. And I wasn't happy there because it rained and I was away from family here and I was like, but I did get to go salmon fishing and it's crazy because you only can use a certain kind of hook to catch them.
hmm
I'm like, well, down here in the South,
right.
we use popcorn to catch fish. I don't understand.
That's very interesting. That is, but I do miss my stepfather who's passed was a soft crab harvester,
Oh,
soft shell
wow.
crab. And so I got my fill of soft shell crab, and you can't get it up here. You can't.
Wow.
Because he fished off the East Coast. It's a very different world, very different.
Yeah,
And he,
it is. It is definitely. And Oregon's beautiful. I mean, it really is beautiful. But home is home. It's where
oh
you
my,
grew up. I've been all the way around the United States, except for Hawaii, and I never went over to Mexico. And
mhm.
I still need to go to the very high point of Alaska and talking about lobsters. Where is that at? Maine, on up
Iceland,
in the
Iceland.
no Maine, on up
Oh,
in that
Maine, Maine, yes, Maine.
right. And I was just missing a couple little spaces. I mean, I went to the tip of it, but I didn't go on up. So
Well, I had a fun conversation with a gal. Now she works with people on the subject of grief, and she's amazing. She's like a grief coach, but she grew up in Newfoundland, which is up there. And she was talking, her father was a lobster harvester, and she went out on the boat with him. But she and I got to laughing about the fact that she goes, I don't know why people like to dip their lobster in butter. I'm like, well, of course. Yeah. I mean, of course.
garlic. Hey, I like garlic butter.
Yeah.
Just give me
Yeah.
garlic butter, crab. It don't matter. It's oysters. I love hot sauce,
Oh,
butter and garlic. Yeah,
yep.
that good stuff that who knows supposed to eat.
I know, I know. No, I like oysters too. I haven't had them in a very long time. I don't want to buy the canned ones, but
No,
anyway.
that's right. We went down to Savannah, me and my
Oh,
husband, and it was in a September, because you got to have the R, and that was some of the best oysters,
mm,
and we got all you could eat buckets, so we just ate all the oysters we could, and then he's like, I think we're gonna spend the night one more night, and let's go back and get the oysters because they were like really good price for what we was eating. And we sit there, I swear to you, we probably invested 8 hours into eating oysters.
well, you do have to work for them, if you're going to eat them, unless you somebody else
A
shucks them.
bucket is like what this, like it's just like this. Like it's gone, all the
Uh,
shells.
yeah, yep,
But I love them.
yep, I do too. There was a place in Raleigh, North Carolina when I lived there that is probably still there, that it was an oyster bar. It was so good, so delicious.
Mm.
So now we've turned our podcast from music to seafood. I hope you
Let's
guys.
do it. We just sweat on our seafood at this
Yeah.
moment.
Oh, absolutely. Yep, definitely. Well, before we wrap it up in the next couple minutes, I give every guest a chance to share any wisdom, final words, parting words, whatever words of encouragement or wisdom you'd like to share.
Okay. Well, my wisdom is learning. Wisdom is learning and doing and letting others teach you that influence you. So that's my wisdom, because if I wouldn't have had that, and Ronnie King, BB King's son, said, "Hey, you got to hear this girl sing," and so meeting BB King, I share his pictures sometimes on my Facebook, was like my ultimate high. It was like, this is BB King. And his son said, I'm going to tell you, my dad just loves your voice. And I was
Oh,
so honored, right? And I go up to meet him and I held my hand out to shake his hand. And he reached and he kissed me really big on my cheek. And they caught it on a picture. And he said, my dad has never kissed anyone in public. So I felt, wow, I'm honored, what?
Yeah.
And so I just felt so blessed, and I just connected with BB. There's just his stories he tells. And then I met his fiance. They were going to go off and sneak off and get married in New York. And I was sitting here talking to her, and she's just acting like somebody that she knew all her life. And I'm like, it's almost like you're in a daze. You're like, I'm sitting here with these people.
Yeah.
These people, I'm a nobody. And BB said, girl, you got more soul in your body than I've ever heard. You just don't know. And I see it seeping out slowly.
Yeah.
I just start doing more soulful things and hitting them higher notes and pushing and making it happen.
Okay.
And so that's my wisdom.
All right.
My parting words is there's, I know people probably think you just say something to be saying it, but I'm going to tell you, don't give up. Never give up, ever, because something's going to shake you up and say, hey, you supposed to do this. And that's exactly what happened with me. And I feel blessed and honored to have 7,000 something followers and just meeting people all around the world and people loving my music, connecting with me and sending me messages. Hey, I just started selling my CDs. So if anybody wants one, just send me a message and I'll send it right on to you. You can put,
Oh,
it's
well,
only $10. It's $10. It's a good price.
sure
So
is. It sure
yes,
is. I don't have a CD player, so I'll have to find another way.
well, just you could just download it. You download it from
That,
Apple and put it on your computer. Yeah.
that I can do. Well,
Yeah.
thank you so much, Denise, for being my honored guest today and learning all about your life. I had no idea of all the trials, tribulations, and things that you'd been through, but your music, he's right. You've got a lot of soul, and let that soul out. The world needs
Well,
you.
I'm gonna keep on singing, Janice, and it's people like you that make me sing. And I'm honored to be here with you. And we made it happen finally. It's a long story, y'all, but
Yeah, we won't go
but
into.
but you're gonna be getting a lot of artists and a lot of people, and you're gonna just keep on striving. I really see you in that magazine, me standing beside you.
Thank you. Thank you. We will be there. We will be there. Well,
Yes, we will.
yes. Thank you for tuning in to Courage, Confidence, and Connections podcast. All of Denise's information is in the show notes. You'll be able to click and buy. And her name is Denise Whitley. Her Zoom didn't like hers today, on her name on there. So, but it's Denise Whitley. And you can find us on Facebook, anywhere, really. You can find us anywhere. Probably just Google us. We'll be there.
Yes.
But
Thank you so much.
thank you. Thank you, audience. Janice Debo, your host, signing off.